Is recording now. So here you go. Like I said, you can get to this presentation either by going directly to the Schoology group and it'll be linked in there, or you can just type it in up here. And if anyone does, this is Sergio. If some of you haven't been in the other happy hours that he's been in, or the PD day, he's just joining us. So the first thing that you need to do after you get signed in for being at the Appy Hour is to apply for a Stupeflix education account. So I posted it in the Schoology group, so I know like Tracy already did it, but if you didn't, that's okay. But the first thing you're going to want to do is either in the presentation, you can click this link, you can type it in, or if you're in the Schoology Happy Hour group, you can just click the link there to apply for an education account. And I'll pop back to this slide if anybody needs to see the link again, but it'll take you to a web page that looks like this. And you just have to scroll down and apply for Stupeflix for education. And what that lets you do is you can manage up to 100 students, and you get this little like manage students area. So then you can go in at any point and see what they're working on, and actually if they would ever post anything inappropriate or you could go in and actually delete it from their video and things like that. So you just get a little bit more control over what's going on with the students. Give you guys just a minute to fill that out.
On their little confirmation note,
Mm-hmm.
note that if other teachers from the same school have the EDU plan, you can't attach the same domain name several times, so you'll have to add students individually.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We're not going to add them by attaching the domain name. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, there's a way where one teacher can claim the domain for everyone, and then it will just automatically add students to their account, but it doesn't make sense to me for that reason, because if I claim the domain for my students, then what do the rest of you do?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so don't worry about that. Okay. Are some of you guys still filling it out? You guys are good?
We did it earlier.
Okay. You guys are good. I'll give it just another minute. It is so windy out here today. When I pulled up the Hangout on air to record it before I did the screen share, and it was just like, whoop, looked like I was in a tornado out there.
The portal for we sign in for our hours.
You can, yeah. If you just scroll down, it's the same form right there. Okay. So I will keep moving. It will take they're pretty quick, so if you just filled it out today or in here right now to apply for the education account, it only takes a day for them to get back to you, usually not even a full day. So you should, by tomorrow, but over the weekend at the absolute latest, you'll have your education account ready to go so you can put your students in here. So I just have a video here to show you that I made on Stupeflix. It's really nothing that really makes sense. I just kind of threw some stuff in here just to put something together really quickly for you. But hold on. This restricted mode. We'll watch it here.
The Pythagorean theorem can be applied in many everyday situations. To solve, you find a squared plus b squared to get c squared.
So these are all pictures that I uploaded. You'll see in a minute I was able to put a YouTube video in here. You can add text slides. You can also want to add text to speech in there. So the kids could like write a picture. So yeah, so that was a YouTube video. You can upload your own videos. You can put maps in here, so if there's anything about certain locations. And then all of this transition stuff in the theme and everything is all taken care of for you. So it's super quick and easy, and you get a nice looking video in the end. So is everyone logged into Stupeflix? Okay, and did you see that? Did you notice that you can sign in with Google? Okay, because your students can do that. They'll get that same thing. Your students can do that too. So I would just recommend tell your students to hit that sign in with Google, so it's one less thing that they have to remember. It'll work for them the same way. So when you're in here, here's the studio. So when your education account's approved, right up here at the top where you have this little green EDU, that is when they'll email you to let you know, but you'll see that little EDU up there too in that manage your students area. But you can still, until it's approved, you can still make your own video. So if you go right up here to make a video in the blue, then you get to choose from a lot of different themes. And so the one that I just showed you that I had used was this blueprint theme. So if it says pro, you have to pay for those. So, but you can use any of the other ones that you don't have to pay for. So it's really nice because it just adds in all of these transitions. So go ahead and just pick one. And then you hit make a video. It'll show you the preview of it. So then hit that blue, make a video, and then here you go. This is your editing space. So if you want to add pictures or video or whatever you want to add, you just hit this plus sign right here. And then you get your drop-down options. So if you say add title slide, you can add those at any point. It doesn't have to just be at the beginning. But then that would be just a text slide, just text on the page. So presentation by Katie. And then you just keep hitting that plus sign. And if you say add photos and videos, you'll see you have a handful of options here. So you can upload pictures on your computer. You have all these other services that you can attach it to and pull it right off of down at the bottom. And then there's also this import from the web. So like if you wanted to incorporate a little YouTube clip, or let's say that it was a screencast or you or your students made and they uploaded it to YouTube or screencast.com or something, you could take that URL and paste it in there and it would include it in your Stupeflix video. So or if they took it on their iPhone or whatever, they could, you can upload it here. So take stuff from the web or the computer, or there's this little use your computer webcam. So if you were going to have your students use this to make a project, you could even just have them use the webcam to sit there and talk about something if they needed to. So I'm just going to pick something for the sake of.
Do Chromebooks have webcams?
They do, yes. So you can just pick upload pictures. They all upload pretty quickly. And then on each individual, like if it was a photo, you can also add text on top of that picture too. If you just that little arrow in the top right of one of your little squares, if you click that, then you can say add text overlay. So you don't have a whole lot of like formatting options within there when you add text and stuff. But so they could add text right over it right there. And then, and you can mix pictures, video. It could be all pictures. It could be all video clips. And you can mix them all up. Then if you want to rearrange anything, you just drag and drop. So if I really wanted my text slide in the middle, I just drag and drop and I rearrange it in the order that I want. Couple other things. If you click that plus sign again, If you say add map, that's where you can put a location in, and it'll just pop the map right there. So done. And again, that can be rearranged and drag and drop just like everything else. Then what I also really like is if you see right up here the add a soundtrack option, that will let you, if you say then add audio, they have all sorts of just like little sound clips, like the sound that you heard on the just a quick one that I played for you is in here in their library. So it's really nice because you don't have to worry about like copyright and you know, getting permission to use it and all of that kind of stuff. It's licensed to be used. So what all you do is just say browse from our audio library right here. Or if they have something on their computer, like let's say they used a tool to like record themselves speaking through the video or something, they could upload that. Or if they did have their own song or whatever it might be, they could upload that and use it if you just select the upload option. Yeah.
So I'd use this to make videos for the school.
Yeah.
Like for the kids to watch, or like sounds like a season concert in the end of the year. And it's always a pain for me to get like a cool song on there that the kids will know, like Happy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is there an easy way to upload it from iTunes?
Let me see. I don't think so. I mean, you could probably, if you had iTunes on that particular computer, you might be able to navigate to it, but Apple's pretty, like, they lock things down a lot, so you can't, it just kind of depends what the artist has or what Apple's kind of put on there to lock it down from being able to be transferred anywhere else. I mean, there's ways that you can get around it.
Because it was worth it. I'll email you when I need to do it.
I don't want to be recorded saying it.
I'll email you when I know.
Yeah. I get around everything when I need to. Okay, so browse our audio library. They've kind of got it broken up here into little different things. You can listen to it. Some of them like have words. They can just play whatever, and then they just say add the timeline when they find one that they like. It'll take just a second, then it'll add it here for you. And then if you need to add anything else, so if you wanted to add any additional audio to the whole track, right up here, you got this little other plus sign over to the right. So the thing I did with our little example video there is I added my audio, but then I did this add text to speech option. So just click that plus sign over to the right, add text to speech. And then they could have like a whole script typed out. So then you're still giving them, they're making a video and producing something, but you're still having them write because they're writing up this script. They can just paste their script right in there. And then, I mean, you heard it. It's a little bit computery, but you know, you could have it read it for them. So, and then you would just say done. Yeah, it is. I've tested it with a few different things, like just to like practice with that computer voice, and it does a pretty good job. And then, honestly, that's really all there is to creating a video in this program. Just drag and drop to rearrange. And then I like this quick preview button, just so that you can watch it real quick before you publish. And then when you're ready to go, you just hit produce and save. And one thing I forgot to point out is, there we go. If you want to change the length, like if it's all pictures and more of a slideshow of just still images, if you want to change the length that an image is showing up, like so if it's going too fast or too slow or something, if you click that little triangle to the right, you can say edit. And then down here we could say custom duration. Just check that box and then you can put in the number of seconds that you want. So if it was going too fast, you could add time there. Going too slow, you could take it away. And then done. So that's how you can adjust that. And then you just say produce and save. Actually, let me go back. So I forgot one more thing. I always forget to do this, so all my videos are just named like my Stupeflix video 1, 2, 3, 4. To change the title of the video, it's just right up at the top. So then you can have the kids like put their name or whatever it was. And produce and save. It's pretty fast, but obviously depending on how long the videos are, it'll take longer sometimes if they're much longer videos. But it is pretty fast, and I just want to show you one more thing once you get to that finalize and publish page. Let's see, I hope it doesn't go too long. But you can actually, once this is finished, I'll show you, this is what I'm trying to show you. You can actually, on the page, publish it straight to YouTube. So let's say that you wanted to embed it in, where is it? Right there. Let's say that you wanted to embed it in a Google Slide presentation. If you're doing Google Slides, it only lets you use a YouTube video to like actually play it right in here, and otherwise it has to be a link that it takes you out of the slide and all of that. So like this is what the publish page will look like. I'll show you when it's done. But right down here, there's YouTube. And so you can hit YouTube and upload it right there. Or there's embed right here. And if you remember, like we did with ThingLink, and we embedded it in our Schoology page, you can actually embed the video right into the Schoology page, so you don't have to worry about, like with YouTube restricted mode blocking you like it did for me right here, or other goofy things like that. Or you can always just use the link directly to the video and add that to your Schoology page if you want. So multiple ways that you can actually, if you're creating it, that you could share it with the kids. And then back the other way, if the kids were creating it and sharing it with you, you'll be able to manage that right in Stupeflix. Let's see if it's done. Nope, okay. It's actually going pretty slow. Oh, here we go. This is what that published page would look like. And this is basically just a picture that I showed you. You can just see it a little better. There's the embed. There's straight to YouTube or to Vimeo if you have a Vimeo account. Or this link right here in the URL up top, that would also get you to the video on Stupeflix. So like you could paste that in Schoology as a link if you wanted. So there's that. Now this next part, managing. So if we just logged in and you want to see how to actually manage your kids, if you just signed up, you won't have the ability to see this yet, but it is really easy to add your students. So right up here on Manage Students, right next to Make a Video, you just click that before you create a classroom. This is what you'll see. To add your students, all you need to do is over here in the right-hand side, that plus sign. And then you want to say add individual students. Tracy, that's what you want to make sure that, or this is what it was talking, if you would have said link a website domain. Yeah, you do not want to do that. So you want to hit the plus sign, add individual students. And then you just have to enter their emails. That's literally all there is to it. And say send invitations. The kids will get an email. And then they just, to their Google email addresses, they just have to open it, they click it, and it takes them to that page like when you went to create a new account, and you could hit sign in with Google. And then boom, you see their names listed. Oh God, don't make me listen to myself.
Will it save their email addresses, or do we need to type them in for every video?
No, it'll look like this. Once they're in here, they're in your class.
Okay.
Yeah, so then they'll all be, I just have one student in here, but they'll be listed right here, and then when you click them, all of the videos that they made will be right there.
Can you set them up like different classes, or is it
You can. Let's see how we add one. I think you can only have one classroom.
That's all right. You just gotta do it in order. As I put them in.
Honestly, I don't think that's gonna, I would imagine it's gonna put them alphabetical.
Oh.
So what I would do, if you don't, like, you could use this then to, I didn't even think about that. That's a good thought. What you could do, like, you could use this management console to kind of check on them along the way. And then what you could also do is just have them use that, like when they're done and they publish their video, I would set up an assignment in Schoology where then they could just submit, hit the create tab and then paste that link to me. And then you could go through and grade them that way if it was going to be too much with multiple classes. That is a good thought. Yeah. Yeah, but then that's really all there is to it. Plus sign, add individual students, paste all of their email addresses and send it to them. They'll get an email, they click it, they'll say sign up with Google account, and then you'll automatically see a list of their names here. Then you just click on their name and you'll see all their projects. And I could open up the student's project. I might have actually published that one already, so it might not let. There we go. Yeah, I published it. That's why it's not letting me edit. But you could actually open it up and change anything that you needed to in the editor, as long as they haven't published it already. Yeah. Yeah. So that's really all there is to Stupeflix. It's a nice, easy tool to use. They're definitely not like an education company, so their education feature, clearly by not being able to have multiple classrooms and stuff, isn't perfect. But it is nice that you at least have that management console in there to see your students. Super easy to create and use. And the kids, just a different way to think about having the kids do an assignment and submit something to you. Yeah. Any questions on it? You guys like it? Think it's easy enough to use? Cool. Good deal. Well, thanks, guys. That's really all there is. I told you it was an easy one today. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. It was very easy. Like when I create the video things for them, it's easy. Drag and drop all the pictures, copy things. I do have to leave it and sometimes it takes 10 minutes to process because I have so many pictures.
Yeah, if you have a lot, then it takes a
I just leave it
while.
on my computer and go do something else and come back. But it does take time to process.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
I want to screenshot this.